Hello students, good morning all of you. Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the new chapter. That is probability. Okay. In previous class we discussed about the chapter circle and we discussed some all the topics included that chapter. Okay. And in previous class just we discussed about the cyclic collateral and we discussed some more important theorem based on circle. Okay, cyclic quadrature. Today we are going to discuss the new chapter probability. Okay, now dear student, what is the concept of probability? Are you known about that? No. Let's see. In our day-to-day life we generally use the word probably. Generally we use the words probably or probable or chance or likely, etc. Okay, in many statements such as it will probably rain today. Okay, he is probably right. India's cricket team has good chances of winning the World Cup 2019. All these things we discuss about in our day-to-day life. Okay, most like as in such statements, in all that type of statements we generally use the word probably, chances, most probably, etc. These words convey the sense that event is not certain to take place. Means generally probability means chances. Okay, yes, like as various approaches to the probability. There are three approaches to the theory of probability, namely experimental and empirical or observed frequency approach, second one classical approach, and third is axiomatic approach. Okay, now dear, so first of all we discuss about the experimental or empirical approach to probability. What is the experimental or empirical approach to the probability? Let's see, listen carefully. The words experiment means in the chapter probability we use the words experiment. And what is the concept of experiment? Please listen carefully. First of all, the word experiment means an operation which can produce some well defined outcomes. The word experiment means an operation which can produce some well defined outcomes. Suppose that if we tossing a coins, that is the example of experiment, because of it gives two outcomes, two well defined outcomes as head or tail. So this is an example of experiment. Okay, yes. Now definitions of various terms. There's trial. What is the concept of trial in that chapter? Means in probability trial, what is the concept of trial? Please listen. When we perform an experiment, it is called a trial of the experiment. Suppose that, for example, if a coin is tossed 10 times, then each toss is called a trial. Suppose that if a coin tossed 10 times, then each toss is called a trial. Okay, and what is the concept of elementary event? Let's see, listen. An outcomes of a trial is an elementary event. An outcomes of a trial, an outcomes of a trial is known as elementary event. Suppose that in tossing a coin, the possible outcomes are what? Head or tail only. Yes, therefore we define even that getting the head on the upper face of the coin, and take E2 that getting the tail of the upper face of the coin. So even here, E1 and E2 are the elementary event associated to the experiment of tossing a coin. So these are the concept of some important words in that chapter. Now dear student, we discuss about probability. What is the concept and what is the formula for probability? Let's see. let's see. Suppose that the definition of the probability is, suppose let there be n trials of an experiment. Let there be n trials of an experiment okay, and A be an event, associated to it, okay, such that A happens in M trial. Suppose that associated to A such that A happens in M trial. A happens in M trials, okay. Then the probability of happening of event A, then the probability of happening of event A is denoted by P of A, means probability of happening the event A, and is given by probability of an event A is equal to what? M upon N. This is the concept of probability of the general formula of probability. Let's see once more time. Let there be n trials of an experiment, means n be the total number of trials in any experiment, okay, and A be an event. Suppose that A be an event associated to such that A happens in M trials, and the event A happens in M trials, okay. Then the probability of happening of event A is denoted by P of A and is given by the formula P A is equal to M by N. So here M is your favorable outcomes and N is what? Total number of all possible outcomes. So M is the total number of trial which the event happens. Here M is number of trials, okay, in which the event happen, in which the event happens, okay. And here N is what? Total number of trials. So dear students, this is the one and only one formula of your chapter probability. This is very important formula, so you can solve each and every questions based on that formula. Means probability of an event A is generally equal to the ratio of the number of trials in which the event happens upon total number of trials. Suppose that in tossing a coin, suppose that we take an example. Suppose in tossing a coin, what is the probability? What is the probability of getting the head? This is the, we take a small question. In a tossing a coin, what is the probability of getting the head? Dear students, in tossing a coin, the total number of trials is what? 2 only, that is head or tail. In tossing a coin, total number of sample space is what? Head or tail. So head or tail is the total number of trials. Total number of trials is head or tail. And number of trial which event happens, what is the condition for, what is the condition of event, that is what is the probability of getting a head. So dear student, in that so total number of trial is number of that is 2, and head, dear student, head comes one and only one times na. So here dear student, the number of trial in which the event happens is 1. So dear student, the probability of getting that event is what, 1 by 2. This is your answer. So dear students, based on that formula you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise in the chapter probability. Now dear student, we take some question based on probability. Okay, let's see. And one important thing is that, please note the students, please note down a very important concept, a very important note. The probability of happening of an event, the probability of happening of an event, happening of an event always lies between 0 and 1. Always lies between 0 and 1. That is this is the very important concept of probability. Okay, so please note down the students, the probability of happening of an event always lies between 0 and 1. Now dear student, we take some questions based on probability, and let's see once more time the question. Your formula is the probability of happening an event A is equal to number of trial in which the event happen upon total number of trials. This is the very most important formula of your chapter, and you can solve each and every questions based on the same formula. Let's see the question here. Suppose that take a question, and your question is, suppose in a cricket match, let's see, in a cricket match, okay, a batsman hits a boundary 8 times. Hits a boundary 8 times. Hits the boundary which 8 times. Okay, out of 40 balls, the he play. Okay, now find the probability that he did not hit a boundary. He did not hit the boundary. This is, dear student, this is your question here. Okay, let's see once more. In a cricket match, your question is, in a cricket match a batsman hit a boundary 8 times. Okay, a batsman hit a boundary 8 times out of 40 balls. Means total number of trial in that question is 40. It is clear? Okay, he played. You find the probability that he did not hit the boundary. So dear student, let first of all we take, let A be the event that batsman did not hit the boundary. First of all, dear student, let A be the event that the batsman did not hit the boundary. Okay, so first of all we take, let A be the event that the batsman did not hit the boundary. So what is the number of event that the batsman did not hit the boundary? Oh, now let's see the number of event in which the event A is happened. Now the number of event, okay, the number of trial in which the event A is happened. The event A is happen. What is the number of trials in which the event A is happen? Dear student, the batsman played total 40 balls, and in 40 balls he hit 8 times boundary. And here we take A be the event that the batsman did not hit the boundary. So the number of trials in which the event A is happen is what? 40 minus 8 means 32 times he did not hit the boundary. So we have 40 minus 8 as 32. So dear students, the batsman 32 times did not hit the boundary out of 40 balls. So here and the total number of trials is what? 40 na. So that is probability of event A is what? Number of trials in which A happen upon total number of trials upon total number of trials. So dear students, let's see here the number of trials in which the event A is happen is 32. Okay, so here we put 32 upon, and total number of trials is what? 40, because of total number of balls which played by the batsman is 40 na, that is 40. Now 4 tens are 4 eights are, that is 8 by 10, that is 0.8. This is your answer. Okay, so dear student, this is your answer. So this is the method to solve the questions based on probability. Okay, now let's see once more time, dear student. First of all we take A be the event that the batsman did not hit the any boundary. So the number of trial in which the event A is happen is what? 40 minus 8, because of that batsman 8 times hit the boundary out of 40 balls. So he did not hit the boundary how many times? That is 40 minus 8, that is 32 times. That batsman 32 times did not hit the boundary, any boundary, and so the probability of that event A is equal to the number of trials in which A is happen upon total number of trial. So dear students, in this way we put all the values in that formula. So in this way we get our answer. So dear student, in this way you can solve all the questions of your NCERT exercise based on probability. Now dear student, we take some important questions of NCERT exercise. Let's see. Let's see, this is very important question, dear student. Let's see the question. A die is thrown 1000 times. A die is thrown 1000 times. Okay, a die is thrown 1000 times with the following frequencies. With the following frequencies, for the outcomes 1 2 3 4 for the outcomes outcome 1 2 3 4 5 and 4 5 and 6 as given below, as given below. Let's see here, dear student, given outcomes and that side given frequency. Its frequency, one outcomes 179 times, two outcomes 150, three outcomes 157, four outcomes 149, and five outcomes 175, and six outcomes 190. Now find the probability of happening of each outcomes. Dear student, find the probability of happening of each outcomes This is, dear student, your question. Let's see once more time. Let's see. This is very important question of your NCERT exercise. Please see carefully. Okay. Dear students, in that question, a die is thrown 1000 times. A die is thrown 1000 times. So, dear students, the number of total number of trials in that question is 1000 times in each and every cases. Dear student, you solve in that way. The total number of trials in each and every outcomes. Each and every outcomes is what? 1000. It is clear? Okay, let's see. Here the total number of trials in each and every outcomes is 1000 because of a die is thrown 1000 times. So the total number of trials in each and every outcomes is 1000. Now let's see, with the following frequencies of outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 as given below. Now dear student, if 1 comes 179 times out of 1000, 2 comes 150 times out of 1000 experiment total trials, 3 outcomes 157 times, 4 outcomes 149 times, 5 outcomes 175 times, and 6 outcomes 190 times. Now dear student, let's see. First of all, let E1, E2, E3 and also on E6 be the events. Let E1, E2, E3 and also on E6 be the events for the outcomes 1, 2, 3 and also on 6. Okay, let E1 be the event that 1 outcomes 179 times. Let E2 be the event that 2 outcomes 150 times. Let E3 be the event that 3 comes 157 times. Same as 4 outcomes. E4 take the event that 4 outcomes 149 times, and take E5 be the event that 5 outcomes 175 times, and finally let E6 be the event that 6 outcomes 190 times. So dear student, let's see now probability of getting even. Now number of trials happening even, in which event even is happening. So let probability of getting even is what? Number of trials in which even is happening upon what? Total number of trials upon total number of trials. So dear student, let's see the number of trials in which the the event in which even is happening, and even be the event that one outcomes 179 times na. So favorable outcomes is what? Total number of trials for even is happening is 179. So here we put as 179 upon what is total number of trials, and in that question total number of trials is 1000. So here we put 1000. After solving that we get 0.179. This is one answer. Similarly, dear student, we get probability of getting E2, means number of trials in which E2 is happening. Number of trial in which E2 is happening upon total number of trial as 1000. So dear student, E2 means 2 is the frequency is 2, means 2 outcomes 150 times out of 1000 times of experiment. So here we put as 150 upon 1000, get cancel out, is 0.15. This is another answer. Similarly, dear students, let's see. Similarly, probability of an event E2 E3 is what? 157 upon 1000. So that 0.157. Probability of getting an event E4 means that E4 is what? E4 is the event that 4 outcomes 149 times. So possible to number of trial in which E4 is happening is 149 upon total number of outcomes is trials is that. So we have 0.149. Now probability of an event E5. What is E5? E5 is the event that the number 5 come out 175 times out of 1000 times. So dear students, number of trials in which E5 is happen is what? 175 upon total number of trials. Total number of trials is what? 1000. So we have 0.175. Now finally is probability of an event E6. Here what is E6? What is E6? Here E6 be the number of trials in which E6 is happen, means here 6 outcomes 190 times. So number of trial in which E6 is happen is what? 190. So here we put 190 upon 1000. 0 cancel to each other, so we get 0.19. This is another answer. Okay. So dear students, you can solve each and every questions. So dear students, you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on the probability in this way. This is very easy and small chapter. So dear students, today first you revise the questions, the concept which we discussed in that class. Now after that you solve your NCERT exercise, okay, with examples. So dear student, first this is very important question. In that chapter only one formula is used as probability of an event A is equal to the number of trial in which A is happen upon total number of trials. Okay. So based each and every questions of your exercise based on the same formula, that number of trial in which an event is happen upon total number of trials. So dear student, now in next class we solve some other questions based on probability, and in next class we completed that chapter. Because of this is very small chapter, so dear student, you can solve each and every question easily in your exercise. First, dear student, you solve the exercise today, and in next class we discuss some important question of your NCERT exercise. Thank you.